Hey y'all, it's Amanda with Tap Mom and the Big Brigade. Welcome back to my channel. I'm running late with my Advent and running late with Christmas. Christmas stuff. Anyway, I have missed y'all. Now my little thing's a little crooked. Hold on. I don't know why it's crooked. It just is crooked. Now it's a little better. And I forgot to show y'all and mention to y'all that I did have to change up the window back there, if y'all can see it. The material that John and I had taped up in the window actually fell down because of the condensation on the window and the temperatures here going cold to warm to cold to warm like it does here. That's our fall and winter transition. That's Louisiana for you, and the South in general, really. And so that tape just let go, and then when we pulled the material off, it it couldn't be saved. So we went to Walmart and we got those tension rods that were recommended by a couple of you lovely people, and they were like $5. And so I got the tension rods, and then I spent $15 on a set of blackout curtains in that lovely neutral color that you see. It has like a little little pattern on it, like a leaf pattern on it, but you can barely see that. But it's a very neutral color, and but there was two panels in the package, and believe it or not, I put one panel on one window, one panel on another, and it worked out great. So they were big enough that I only needed one panel per window. So I was really tickled about that. And it worked out. You can actually see what's in the window. You can see the snow globe at one end, and the little cross thing that it says friend and has a Bible verse in the middle. And then you can see my little gnome on this end here, and then the two little nativity scenes on either side of the cross. So you can actually see those now. So that material was so busy you really couldn't tell what was up there. So now you can see. You can see what's up there now. And the other window, you can't. There's nothing in the other window because it's right above my bed, and well, you never know. I'm kind of an all over the bed kind of sleeper. I flip flop. I start on my left side and I end up on my back, and then on my left side again and on my back again. And then I sleep with two 80-pound dogs that, are subject to move depending on if I'm petting them or not. So that's why Axel is often referred to as Mr. Diva. Anyway, so Merry Christmas Eve to everybody. I hope you all are enjoying some holiday cheer, whatever that means to you. Happy Hanukkah if you're having Hanukkah. I think, our Lord Jesus was Jewish, so we should also honor folks that are Jewish. And I got some happy mail the other day, and so I'm going to share that with y'all. I got a card, and then I got some handmade items from Angela, and so I will be sharing that with you. It tickled me to death. Let me find my shells. I've been also crocheting the days away, so there's that too. Oh, there it is. Okay. Oh. So we got just a couple of days. Let's tell y'all about these last two shells here. Yeah, this last one. Let's see, this one, and then we got the last one. So we'll go ahead and do these because it was 24, and this one's got 2 in it because apparently this creature needed 2. And so this is one of the shells that was in this little bag, and this is the other one. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that pretty? So this looks like a scallop shell to me. And it says it's calling it a Peratus pecten. And of course it is a scallop species. It says a scallop species with a round ribbed shell and a purple coloration. see, perpa, whatever, because it's hard to pronounce. Pectins are found in coastal areas and can tolerate a range of substrate types. Okay, including sand, mud, and gravel. The shells are often collected for their beauty and are used in crafts and decoration. And I have seen that channel I told you about, the lady in China. I have seen her collect these and find pearls in these. Now that's in China, so that doesn't mean that the ones you find here are going to have pearls in them. But I have seen her get pearls out of them, and big ones. So, but she does take the scallops home and cook them too. So she doesn't waste anything. That's why I continue to watch her, because if you're gonna kill a creature for its pearls, you should do something with its meat. That's just the way I see about it. You know what I mean? If you're gonna unhome it for the pearls that you are obviously doing something with to earn a living, then you should have the common decency to cook it up and eat it. You know, like any other hunter. But that's just my opinion. Because a deer hunter doesn't just cut off the head and leave the carcass in the woods. Well, at least not a decent deer hunter anyway. They take the whole thing home and, you know, butcher it out and eat, you know, and put the meat in the freezer and have it for supper. You know what I'm saying? And if they do anything other than that, the game wardens get them and you know, prosecute them for it. So this next shell is called a spider conch. And this one, now the picture that they have on the lid is not a very pretty shell, but this shell that I actually have in my hand is quite beautiful. So look at that. And I have seen her with these shells, and she has such a hard time. Now sometimes she has a little knife and that she can coax the creature out of the shell and get to the pearls that way, because the pearls will actually be in the creature, in their digestive tract or whatever, and so she has to actually coax the creature out of the shell with a knife a lot of times, and if she can't get them out with the knife, she'll actually have to break the shell. But I haven't seen her break any shells like this. Mainly it's like really common shells that she has to break, that are shaped different than this. But there's where the little creature would be, right there in that little crevice there. But that is really beautiful. And let's see what it says about this one. And my hair's in my eye. It says a large seashell with a conical shape and a long spiky protrusions. Spider conch is a carnivorous species preying on other invertebrates and mollusks. Its hard shell and sharp like mouth parts are used to break and consume prey. It's mean. Just say it. Just be honest. It's a mean creature. It's a mean little creature. So not all creatures that live in seashells are created equal. Some of them are mean. So the sea is a place that is a dog world, you know. Sometimes you find little sweet creatures that will create little sand art at the bottom of the ocean in order to woo its mate in, and then you have mollusks that eat other mollusks just to survive. And I know the little sand art fish. I don't know it's the name of that fish, but it's awfully cute. And I know that from watching nature videos and stuff, and because I have a vast fascination with the sea and different fish and what their functions are and what they do. And I don't just love sharks like Cindy. Hey, Cindy with Pups and Crochet. She and I love Shark Week. But I don't just love sharks. I like other sea creatures, and I do have a fascination with that little fish that makes the little sand art at the bottom of the ocean to woo his mate. And I just think it's the most adorable thing. I really do. And pufferfish are really cool too, because you upset them and they. I was watching Bama Saltwater the other day, and he was fishing, and he accidentally caught a pufferfish. And he said, "Look at this cute little guy." and he picked him up, and it. And he said, "Watch this." And he took him off the hook and dropped him back in. And before he hit the water, he was back to his normal size. Once he knew that he was being let go, he was okay to go back to his normal size. And I was like, "Oh, that's cool." And tonight I'm having some herbal tea. I'm having Bigelow Benefits Calm Stomach, because I think I overdid it with some soup earlier, and my belly's been on the burpity burp and feeling kind of rough ever since. So I'm having a little of this. This has got ginger peach herbal tea, and also has some peppermint in it. It's caffeine free, because as you can tell, I don't need any caffeine tonight. And I gave the boys their Christmas, extra Christmas stuff. I bought them the other day when I bought this hoodie here. And see, I got my own little hoodie. This is supposed to be my gold shirt, but then it fit. So, I got my own little hoodie. But at the time, I had bought Will a new belt, because his current belt, he run out of places to put holes to get it to fit him. So, because he'd lost so much weight. Will's lost over 100 pounds in the last year. And he worked it off and just started eating better. Because he was eating a bunch of hamburgers, constant hamburgers. And he was just eating a bunch of garbage. And then he was drinking energy drinks constantly. And he was a good over 100 pounds overweight. And then he went to work at this place where he was cleaning electric engines using a sandblaster, and basically he sweated a lot of that work, a lot of that weight off. And he did that for, goodness gracious, near about a year. He worked there for nearly a year. But the boss man was just horrendous. Any tiny little foreseen infraction on the boss man's part. Now, Will could be doing his job, showing up every day, never clocking in late, never doing nothing wrong, doing everything that was asked out of him. It didn't matter. The boss man would find something. He would hunt for something to yell and scream and call him out his name and curse him and call him all kinds of names. And, a person is human. You can only take that kind of treatment so long. And so Will got with his old boss that he had left to go work there. And they just happened to be in dire need of help. And he said, "Yeah, man." He said, "I'll pay you $1 more an hour than you were making before you left if you'll come back." And so Will went back there, and that's where he's been ever since. And he changes oil and tires. He changes people's tires, and then services their oil, oil changes and stuff like that. He's been doing that kind of work since he was like, 18, 19 years old, and he's 31. So he's really good at that. He really knows his stuff. But he physically worked that weight off. Between that and going 0 sugar on his energy drinks, and stopping eating more salads and grilled food instead of fried food, and just making food changes, and then cutting sugar out of his diet, and stuff like that. He lost it that way, and man, he looks great. He looks fantastic. I'm really proud of him. And Johnny, I got to looking in my phone at old pictures of Johnny, and Johnny made some changes, when I started going to the weight loss doctor in July. And I had to make, you know, go on a diet and make some changes, you know, and I had already switched to diet, you know, soda, and you know, made some, you know, food changes already myself. But when I went to the weight loss doctor, he gave me a strict diet to follow. And Johnny decided, well, I'll just follow the same diet. I'll just eat what you eat. And so when I was looking at some old pictures of John, I noticed that he's lost weight, mainly in his face and up here, you know, and he's lost weight too. I was like, wow, you know, we're all shaping up. So yeah, you know, we're all looking better. We're all looking a lot better. And I just couldn't get over the old pictures of Johnny, and even from just a couple of years ago to now, you know, and how less puffy his face looks, and he, you know, it's really in his face, and he really looks good, you know. He just looks a lot better, and I think he feels better. So I'm really glad that, you know, that we were all able to make these changes and get ourselves feeling better and looking better. So and this tea is really good, and it's making my belly feel better, which I needed, because I felt like I had heartburn or something, even though I knew it wasn't heartburn. It was just my little new stomach was kind of angry at me because I ate too much soup because I was hungry. But when I felt myself that I had ate too much, I had to give the dogs the rest. There wasn't enough to put up. There wasn't enough soup left to put up, but I just let the dogs lick the bowl and eat what was left in the bowl, because it didn't make sense to try to put it up. But let me. Okay, honey. Good night. Love you.
Good night.
So I got this Happy Mail from Angela. Well, it says resident on here, and she's from Tennessee. She's in the comments. I think her name in the comments is Brunneman or something like that. She's a channel member as well, but she does the plastic canvas art. So she had made me some plastic canvas art items, and they're really beautiful, and I'm really proud to have them. And so this is one of the items that she made me and sent me. Isn't that pretty? In my favorite color, of course. And this took her some time. Now, Angela is in a wheelchair, and she's going through some things, and she is on our prayer list. And so when you're saying your prayers when you go to bed, if you would remember Angela in your prayers, I'd really appreciate that, because Angela is going through quite a bit of physical pain right now with some hip issues and things. I don't know all the details, but I know that she deals with a lot of physical pain, and for her to go out of her way and make me some handmade items, that means a lot to me. And some of the little things that she had glued on this came off, but I'm going to find a way to get them back on here. It was like a palm tree and a pineapple also on here, but she made me this. It's got these little loops here, and I'm going to find a way to hang this from my cubes, because I just love that. So Tap Mama is what it says. And it had some other little things on there besides the flip-flops that I'm going to put back on there. They just came off in the post. You know how the post office is rough with your things. But they're still in the package, so I still have them. I put them in the Ziploc that she put everything in. Let's see. And she also made me a couple of keychains. And I also have a love for the little red foxes. So she made me a little red fox keychain. And I just love that. Look, isn't that cute? That's so cute. I love that so much. I just have a thing about the red fox. I don't know why. I have for many years loved the red fox. And this is one of the prettiest things in here. Isn't that beautiful? I believe that is diamond painting, a diamond painted keychain there. she also, well, some of these other little things. And there's another little fox. I'll figure out where to put that one. She put some little, I think these 3 bears are like Mama Bear and my two boys bears. I think that's what that is. Because there's like these 2 bears and this big Mama Bear. I think that's what that is. And then she sent me all these flower stickers. And I don't know that she knows this or not, but I'm allergic to pollen. And so flowers are pretty much off limits for me, most flowers. And so it's like she was sending me a bouquet of flowers and stickers. So every kind of flower you can imagine is on these stickers. I think I'm going to put some on the side of my desk in here. Because it's my desk, I can put stickers on it if I want to. And then I got some little craft carts over there. I'm going to put some of them on there too, so that I can see flowers everywhere I look, and just have a party with my stickers. I know I'm 50. I'm gonna have a sticker party at 50, but you know, why not? Right? Other people do it. Why can't I? Put all this back up. And then I'll figure out where I'm going to put everything. Because sometimes I make myself busy. And I'll show you all the progress of Miss Linda's sweater. I've made quite a bit of progress. And I've since learned she's not a 2X. She's a 1X. She lost a little weight since we started the talk about her sweater. So I can make her a 1X now. And so I'm not that far from being done with it. Oh, let me show you this Christmas card I got from Miss Bernadine over at How the Hook Turns. She's a channel member as well. But look at this gorgeous, gorgeous card. Look how beautiful that is. And when I opened the card, I noticed these postage stamps in the card. And I was like, did she accidentally send me her postage stamps? So I sent her a text message. I said, did you accidentally send me your postage stamps? She said, no. She said, I sent those to you to help you when you want to send a card. And I was like, oh, okay. And I just thought it was pretty interesting. These stamps have food on them. One says tamales, and they look like spicy food too. They look like spicy food stamps, you know, postage stamps. And I'm kind of started to like my spicy food. And so it says, may the beauty of the Christmas season bring you peace and happiness. And I call her my internet mama. She calls me her internet daughter. And of course now Miss Beverly is my yarning mama. So I got more mamas than I knew I needed. But I'm happy to have them. And Miss Bernadine's doing quite a good job over there on her channel. She's gotten, I think, close to 600 subscribers, if not already 600 subscribers, and that's amazing. And I don't think she's had a channel more than about 6 months. So that's quite a feat. So I've got both squares done on Miss Linda's sweater now. And because she's newly slimming down, I went ahead and put the shoulder shaping on this just to give her a little added comfort. Because as a newly slimmer person myself, I'm just adjusting to this smaller size. And I keep thinking of myself in a 5X size when I'm not. I'm now a 3X. And so I figured the shoulder shaping would, you know, make it easier for her to transition a little bit. And so I got to go back with this one and do the ribbing on the bottom. I've already done the ribbing on the bottom of this one. And I'm doing that with the Super Saver brushed and the soft mink. So that's what I'm doing. The ribbing along the bottom, and then I'll do the cuffs of the sleeves in that, and then the neck I'll do in that. But I'm doing the sleeves because it took three cakes, almost 3 cakes to do the 2 squares. I don't know what's going on. I got more out of other colors, other colorways of the cinnamon swirl cakes than I did out of these. I don't know, maybe it's my gauge, my attention or something. But for some reason, this yarn was very dense. These cakes were very dense. And this is what I have left out of 3 cakes. So I decided that she would get solid color sleeves. And so I'm going to use this yarn for her sleeves. And I think it pairs up very nicely with this. I think that pairs up really nicely for her sleeves. And this is Hirschner's worsted antiquity yarn. And this color is called Parchment. And there's 489 yards in this. So there's plenty to do the sleeves. And so this works really nicely. This will give her really nice sleeves. And I think I have another skein of this somewhere, or a partial skein of this somewhere if I need it. But I think this is enough. I think this is plenty enough yardage to do sleeves only. That's all I'm concerned with for this yarn, is to do the sleeves. And that's a really good yarn, by the way. I've made other items in that same yarn line with that, and I wouldn't hesitate to buy more of it. I was gifted that particular yarn from Cheryl. And I used some other colors that she sent me to make the boys some sweaters last year. But all I got left is to do the ribbing on the bottom of this half. And then I'll pick out how many, how I'm going to, the size of her armholes. And then I'll seam up the sides. And then I'll start working in the round to do her sleeves. And, the rest of it won't take long at all. It's those dreaded sleeves, right, Shannon? And I'm talking to Shannon over at Another Yarn. Because if you watch her channel, and I'll link her below, she got a bunch of sleeveless sweaters. She knits a lot. She knits a lot. Beautiful knitted things. Oh my gosh. Her colorwork hats. Her knitted colorwork hats, oh my goodness, they're works of art. She takes it just so casually that she can do colorwork hats, but they're gorgeous. She's making these ones with purple and green and sparkle. Stunning, gorgeous. And she just la-di-da, and I'm like, I'm going to have to really work on that whole needle knitting thing for next year. Definitely want to learn that, because she just makes a person want to learn how to knit. She really does, because she has so many knitting projects, and she just seems to be having so much fun with it. And her personality is so magnetic. It's just you could not like her, because she's so wonderful. I will link her below so you can go check her out, because she's fantastic. Anyway, so I will link Bernadine, How the Hook Turns, and I will link Shannon with Another Yarn, so y'all could definitely go check those ladies out, because they're fantastic. And of course I'll link Cindy with Pups and Crochet, because she's back. She had some family things going on that kept her away, but she is back, and we are happy about that, because we love our Cindy. And that's what I had to report. Theodore. Sorry, he bumped right into the tripod, and he's doing it again. What do you do when your 80-pound dog bumps into your tripod? You try to hold on to it. Oh. Okay, buddy. Okay, buddy. But anyway, I guess I'll wrap it up here. I'm trying to keep him from knocking things over. He's not called Bully for nothing. Literally, bull in a china shop. Hold on. Theodore. Get on the bed. Okay, let me move this back where it was. Lord have mercy. I know what y'all want. You'll get it in a minute. Hey, get out of that. That's the trash can, dude. It's my life. This is real life, people. What you see is what you get. Crazy dogs and all. I'm not going to have him jump in my lap like Jen does with her dogs, but, you know, her dogs don't weigh 80 pounds. More like 60. I think her pocket pits probably weigh about 50 or 60. But Theo has like talons for nails. And we won't go into that. Because you can't clip his nails. He will bite you. Anyway. But I hope everyone has a Merry Christmas. I did get the boys a ham for tomorrow. I can't eat the ham, but they can eat. I'm going to probably nibble on a little piece. And then maybe, I don't know. I will try a bite and see how it goes. Probably have to spit it back out. Because I'm scared that, you know, because it's not on the list that the doctor gave me. It's not on the list. It doesn't say, it's okay, Amanda, you can have a piece of ham at Christmas. It does not say that. So I'll probably just chew and chew and chew and then spit it back out so that I can at least taste it, because I love ham at Christmas. That's one of the few things that I really think is Christmas time worthy. But I love y'all so much, and I thank y'all so much for all the support that you've given me this year. Y'all really make this channel run, and y'all make it everything worth it to me. I wouldn't keep doing it if y'all weren't still watching and y'all weren't still commenting. And thank y'all so much for that. Thank you to all my channel members for continuing to help support me. And I love y'all so much, and so does Jesus. And please remember to adopt, don't shout. Your best friend's waiting for you at the shelter or the rescue. And don't you want a couple of 80-pound, make you crazy kind of dogs? I know you do. See y'all on the next one. Night. Bye.